And welcome here to TalkFCB and welcome back here to the channel, guys, and welcome here to round 23 in La Liga, where we're going to be joined by a new title challenger. There's a new team now in second place in La Liga following Real Madrid's win against Atletico, and now the big question is, can we pull nicely clear of our greatest rivals with 3 massive points at San Mamés? But that will not be easy. It is not going to be an easy game here. We've got obstacles that we need to overcome, and we're going to be finding out the latest in today's match preview. Let's do this. Kickoff will be coming to us from 8:45 local time in the final game on Sunday in La Liga, live from San Mamés in Basque Country, with the pressure firmly on our shoulders to respond to all of the weekend's results and really pull away at the top of the league. And here, as always, guys, are the times right around the world so that you can get involved in this one and so that you don't miss a thing. You guys have been predicting, as always, and you've certainly been cautious in your predictions this week. There's obviously a very big understanding here. This game is not going to be an easy one, with you guys opting for a 2-goal win at San Mamés against Athletic Club. And elsewhere, of course, I've touched on it already. Atletico Madrid fell in the Madrid derby as Real Madrid's promising form continued with a 3-1 victory at the Wanda Metropolitano Stadium earlier on today, courtesy of goals from Casemiro, a Sergio Ramos penalty, and a Gareth Bale goal as well. It was a really disappointing defeat for Atletico Madrid, and particularly Simeone. They've really dipped in recent weeks. Back-to-back losses now in La Liga. It was Real Betis last weekend when they had the chance to really put pressure on us. They didn't do that. They lost there. And a big loss here to their arch city rivals, Real Madrid. And that leaves them in third place in La Liga. Real Madrid are back in second now, and they're ultimately our biggest title rivals as it stands. But it also means right now that win against Athletic tomorrow, if we could get those 3 points, what would be a massive victory, that would send us an incredible 8 points clear at the top of the league, and that would be a fantastic gap to have given the games that we've got coming up, given the injuries, suspensions that we have in our squad right now. 3 points on Sunday would go a long way. But it won't be easy, because despite a really poor start to the season by Athletic standards, they were lingering around the relegation zone. They are currently in 12th place in La Liga, and they're certainly going to be a threat here, not just defensively. They're going to cause problems as well going forward, there's no doubt about that, and especially given their very good recent form. Like I say, earlier on in the season they were certainly down there, but recent form has been really good. The confidence has been high, certainly at home. They're a very good side, and they've won 3 out of their last 5 league games, which have included as well some really big wins against good opposition. You look there against wins against Sevilla, Real Betis, good teams, good performances, particularly in front of their own fans. They have pedigree, they have quality, and tomorrow will be absolutely no difference. But their confidence may have taken a bit of a hit in their last game, which was last weekend in the Basque derby, where they lost to Real Sociedad by 2-1. But certainly, San Mamés, Athletic Club, it doesn't matter who's in charge there, doesn't matter what players they've had, it's always been such a difficult place to go. It's a really hostile atmosphere. Every time that Barcelona go there, you've seen it. It's sort of the Basques against the Catalans. There's a lot of history behind it. There's a lot of heritage there as well. We've won 4 out of our last 5 meetings at San Mamés, but only one of those wins there, look, you can see here, have come by more than 1 goal. They're always tight affairs, decided by a goal or 2 either way at key stages in the game. You have to take your chances in games like this, and certainly tomorrow, there's not going to be abundance of goals. There's not going to be abundance of chances. We're going to have to take what we can get, and in terms of a real tough test, I don't expect tomorrow's game to be any different whatsoever, and I don't think any of us will have forgotten the 4-0 humbling that we suffered at the hands of Athletic when we travelled to San Mamés back in 2015 in the Spanish Super Cup, when a certain Ernesto Valverde recorded a famous win for Athletic, and in doing so delivered a historic Super Cup title for the Basques. And I'm absolutely sure that he's going to get a great reception from the Athletic fans tomorrow, no doubt about it. But the Barcelona players, I wouldn't expect the same sort of treatment. And Ernesto Valverde, who is very much the birthday boy today, celebrating his 55th birthday, so happy birthday Ernie if you are watching. But certainly today Valverde taking a lot of questions on his return to Athletic. That's certainly been the topic of conversation in the Barcelona media. He's gone back there, of course, last season, Messi and Paulinho with the goals on that occasion. But Valverde said himself, San Mamés, it doesn't matter what team you are, doesn't matter what coach you've got, it's always a very tough game. He was asked, of course, about the fitness of Lionel Messi. He was asked about the injury to Arthur. He said that Messi, we're going to make sure that he's 100% ready. There still seems to be some caution over Lionel Messi going into this game. He said that Arthur is going to be a big miss, but he did say we do have players who can step up in that midfield and get some game time now. The likes of Carlos Alenia, he spoke about Arturo Vidal, and he also mentioned Felipe Coutinho potentially in that midfield role. He was also asked once again about his future as coach of Barcelona. We spoke about it just yesterday, his contract expiring at the end of the season, but Valverde not giving anything at all away right now. He simply said, when I have an answer on my future, when I have something definitive, I will tell you, but right now there is no further news. So certainly Valverde now keeping his cards very close to his chest, and tomorrow he's under no illusions. This one is going to be tough. But of course, going into this game, there's been one big thing that we've all been worried about, that we've all been waiting to see how we're going to overcome, and the very simple matter is Jordi Alba will not be available for our trip for San Mamés. He is suspended, and for that reason, once again now we're in the situation, we've got to find a replacement. We do not have a first-team left-back available to just slot in there. We've got to find something from elsewhere, whether it's Sergio Roberto coming across, Nelson Semedo again being played at left-back, out of position, or are we going to go with Juan Miranda? And I can confirm here, Juan Miranda is in the squad for tomorrow's game. Here are Ernesto Valverde's choices: Ter Stegen, Semedo, Piqué, Rakitic, Busquets, Coutinho, Suarez, Lionel Messi there in the squad, as is Ousmane Dembélé, who returns, Malcolm of course continuing on from his brilliant game against Real Madrid, Longley, Murillo, Kevin Prince Boateng, Roberto Alenia, Vidal, Vermaelen, Miranda, and also Iñaki Peña there, who is our second choice goalkeeper there after the injury to Jasper Cillessen. But the question is, what does Ernesto Valverde do at left back? And most importantly as well, what is the injury status to Messi and Dembélé too? Are they ready? And when it comes to the lineup this week, guys, I've got to give it to you. I've got absolutely no idea what we're going to do, simply because the left-back situation is very complex. Miranda clearly is not really trusted by Ernesto Valverde, but on the other side, he is our only out-and-out left-back. I would probably rather play Miranda there. Even though he's inexperienced, he is somebody who's a natural there. I would rather play him there than shift Roberto over there, or especially put Semedo over there, simply because Semedo was so good there at right-back against Real Madrid. For me, he has to start there again, no doubt about that whatsoever. Longley and Piqué there at centre-back, and what I would do is I would actually drop Busquets and Rakitic here nice and deep, and simply then have your attacking players. If everybody is fit, which I don't know if that'll be the case, Dembélé has the green light, Messi trained today, but at the same time, you don't know their full condition. If everybody was fit and everybody was firing, this would be my attack. Dembélé from the left, Malcolm from the right. Again, against Real Madrid, he was so good, you would have to really keep him in there and not take him out. Messi here and Suarez there. That attack there could take care of itself. You would leave those four players there, they would pose a threat, they would keep Athletic Pen back, they would really threaten their defence so their fullbacks couldn't bomb on and cause Miranda problems on the overlap. What you would then have here is a really solid base. If we need to, Busquets can come across and help. Rakitic the same here. Rakitic can cover when Semedo goes forward, as he does. But I would just have these two nice and deep here, helping out the defence, dropping in where we need to make a three, simply because try and support that left back area as much as possible, but at the same time really maintain that level of threat on the break and certainly in your attacking final third. Those four players there will work hard, they will keep the intensity up, and undoubtedly they will get you goals. But if Valverde doesn't want to go full attack mode and really threaten Athletic and sort of put all the emphasis on that attack instead of sitting back and waiting for that left back slot to really be exposed, what he could do is something like this. And I wouldn't be tremendously surprised to see something along this lines if you want to spring a surprise tomorrow. And that would be going with either a back three or a back five, whichever way you want to spin it. What you would have here is Vermaelen as cover at centre back, but also a player who's very capable of covering here on the left hand side. You'd have Longley there and Piqué the same out on the right. As your wing backs then, you'd have Semedo, who for me is the perfect wing back, up and down, capable of attacking and defending, no problem at all. What you would then have on the left is Ousmane Dembélé. Now you might think that's crazy, but at the same time, remember he did it on the right hand side. Against Levante, he played as a right wing back and he did it really well. This boy can work hard, he's got incredible pace, he can get up and down. If he's fit, he could play there on the left hand side, he's tremendously two-footed, he could play play that role. You'd have Busquets then and Rakitic in midfield, and then you'd have Arturo Vidal here, who's basically your utility man. He can get up with the attack, he can support Messi and Suarez when we need to, he can drop it when we need a bit more steel in midfield, and what he would do there is just sort of roam. You could play Coutinho there, but I think Vidal would be the safer sort of option, and then you'd have Messi and you'd have Suarez up front to give you the goals, to give you the attack, and Dembélé of course will join them when he can. But that's a little alternative there for you. If Valverde doesn't want to go in Miranda, if he doesn't want to play Roberto or Semedo out of position, what he could do is utilise Dembélé as a sort of wing back there on the left side where he is capable, and potentially that might just work. But ultimately, guys, I am going to stay nice and positive. I think it will be tough tomorrow. I think it will be a really, really tough game. Alba is a massive part of our team, a massive part of our system, and for that reason, we will miss him in attack and especially in defence. But I'm going to go here with Barcelona 2, Athletic Club 1. I'm going to go with a slender 2-1 victory, which could take us 8 points clear. Leave your thoughts down below, guys. What do you think the score will be tomorrow? And most importantly, what do we do at left back? Would you play Messi? Would you play Dembélé? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But until next time, as always, Vesca El Barça.